Hey guys, listen, this is Serenity Speak. Make sure when you're coming on, make sure you're clicking like and share all my videos. Hope you guys are coming on. I'm gonna give you a few minutes just to come on for a few. Serenity is on live, yay! Okay, listen guys, once you come on, make sure you're clicking like and share. I just want to just share this with you because it's a serious topic that that I've been not so much me personally been dealing with, but I have dealt with the same thing, but I'm trying to help a friend through a hard time through a process. So when you're having an alternate event that happened or a traumatic event that happens in your life, how do you get over that? How do you process that from day to day? Having those traumatic events, you'll have times where you're just constantly thinking about it, thinking constantly in that moment of what you experienced throughout the day, throughout on the entire day, and you can't shake it because your thoughts are just so overwhelming. And so when your thoughts are so overwhelming, you only think about that event, and it's hard to get out of that. So this is what happened to me. And I remember one time going through such a traumatic event. I had a good friend that always called me. Called me throughout the whole day. I took off for 7 days from work, and she would call me, just like, "Hey, Serenity, how you doing? What's going on? Let's talk." I did not want to talk. I did not want to deal with the process of what even my thoughts. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to respond, right? But getting through that traumatic event, she constantly called me and she began to just talk, which struck a conversation. I tried to talk. I couldn't talk that first day. I couldn't talk the second day. I couldn't talk the third day. I couldn't talk the fourth day. And so when you have a good friend like that, and not oftentimes we have that, that's why it's good to go seek a counselor or go and talk to somebody about this, whatever's going on inside of you. Because if not, you're left alone with your own thoughts, and you're not strong enough to filter that out. So how do we heal from that? We heal from that from just talking about it, just saying that this stuff bothered me, saying that this stuff hurt me, it affected me in a negative way, and I'm trying to make it through this whole process, right? So when you get there, when you get to that point and you begin to communicate with somebody that you can trust, and you begin to say what affected your heart, what took place in those moments, and how it's unbelievable at that particular time, or what you dealt with, or how you dealt with it, or what happened, or how it happened, or why they did you this, or you didn't deserve it. So when you're sitting there and you're talking to someone about it, they can kind of help walk you through the steps. That's how you get healed from it. That's how you are able to process everything through your mind. Even those nights that you may not be able to actually talk about it, but guess what? You have to get it out. You have to get it out. You have to talk. You have to speak to somebody, because what makes you whole, what heals you from it, is just communicating, and constantly communicating, constantly talking to someone about the negative thing that happened to you, the negative event that happened to you. So here I am right in the middle of this, dealing with this with a good friend of mine, and trying to help her get over this traumatic event and find a way of wholeness. What I did, I drove over there and actually said, "Hey, look, I'm not going to leave you in this house, by yourself. You have to come with me." And she didn't want to, so I had to help her get dressed, get out of there, get dressed, get out, so we can just get away from that environment so she wouldn't constantly be thinking about it. So I was communicating so much because somebody else did that for me. And so what you have to do is make sure that you're communicating with that person, that you're helping them to get whole again. You're helping them to feel better again. And that's a hard process to do if you're not a good communicator, right? So, because you find yourself like talking to somebody that's not even responding back, you find yourself like just constantly saying stuff and saying, wait a minute, where is the person that I once knew, the one that laughed all the time, the one that liked to have fun all the time, the one that was able to, just jumpstart themselves, right? So that's what you have to do. You have to begin to be the person that jumpstarts that person, right? You have to be that person. So this is how sometimes we help healing process. Now it doesn't just stop there, just from just communicating with one person, but sometimes it goes as further as you may need some professional help, some professional a counselor to come in to have you jot down some stuff. It's always good if you can't communicate, journal. Journal is the best way to kind of getting over some stuff because you're taking your thoughts and you're putting it on paper. So number one, communicating. It's a process of healing. If you can't communicate, you can journal, you can write it down. That's a process of a healing. Getting up, walking around, you're getting outside, getting fresh air. That's a process of healing. You hear me? But you can't just stay there and stay stuck in the fact that, hey, I went through this traumatic event and I'm going to stay there. Sometimes traumatic events is when you lose a loved one and it hurts so bad because you want them here or you want them with you that you can't move past where you are. You can't move past it because like, hey, I wanted them here. I want them to be here. And it's not it's selfish if they're sick, but sometimes we don't look at it ourselves being selfish. But nevertheless, one last thing that I want to share with you is that not only just communicating, journaling, and not talking to a counselor too, but also taking these thoughts and renewing your thoughts with something positive. You have to put something else in there, because if not, the process of thinking about this event goes on and on and on and on and on. It's like it's repetitious in your mind, so you have to be a person that responds to those thoughts. Be a responder and be repetitious with the thoughts, right? With positive thoughts. So you constantly getting negative thoughts. Now you have to kind of counteract those thoughts with something positive, and that's very difficult. That's why you need a good person to be there with you, just kind of coaching you, kind of helping you. And remember, I told you on yesterday, hey, Serenity is here for you guys. If you need somebody to coach, inbox me. I will kind of help you through your situation if I can. And sometimes I can't. You may have to seek professional counseling, because it helps to just talk to somebody and to communicate with that person. So, hey, tonight we're looking for healing for those traumatic events, healing for and wholeness for that place that was broken. And sometimes when those pieces are all scattered, it's hard to gather those pieces back together, right? It's hard to get them back together and put them back together and mend them back like it was before, because once it's broken, it can never be mended back the same way, but it can be made whole. And you may ask, well, Serenity, how can it be made whole if it can't be mended back together? Because you find a new way of dealing with stuff, and your awareness of people are enlightened about certain type of personality, certain type of traits that people have. Is like an awareness that people can do something to create hurt. Somebody told me not too long ago that hurting people hurt others. Has Serenity been hurt before? Yes, I have. Has Serenity gone through some traumatic events and had to be pulled out? Yes, I have. So look, I am one of those people that have been there. And I'm not speaking from a place that I don't know, but I'm speaking from a place that I do know. So listen, guys, if you need somebody, if you need someone, inbox me and I will try to help you get through this traumatic event. If you have one, if not, find a good friend, find a good counselor, find someone that you can trust to just let it out. If not, get your journal and journal. Constantly writing down some stuff and counteract those thoughts. Hey, this is Serenity to Speak, guys. Thank you all for watching. I just came to on live tonight just to encourage you guys to, hey, I want everybody to be whole for this year. I want everybody to be healed for this year, but also I want you to make it to your purpose too. But how can we get there if we're not healed and we're not whole? So look, this is Serenity to Speak, guys. Thank you all for watching. Y'all have a good one.